Well, we haven't done this in a while. Ravnica. Does anybody even... I don't even know. I don't even think anybody talks about Ravnica anymore. Isn't that like... That's so... Godly. Such an old guy, Rudy. If you realize the Magic community doesn't care about your owl anymore. What are we, 14 sets ahead? Well, this patron, Andrew B. Oh, AB. Not ABC, just Andrew B. AB. Says, Rudy, I really like Ravnica. You haven't opened one in a while. You used to open a bunch of them like months back with the blue packs. Can we go back to that and just like talk about it? I said, all right, Kaya, still looking good with your hair. We know. Don't need to show off. All right, so let's talk about it. I don't even know where to start. What do you guys want to start with? Split card crap. That's garbage. Well, Shocklands, holding steady at a nice, what, $8 to $12 a card? I don't even know where to start. There's a lot of activity on this. Chick still floating upside down. Rakdos show stopping. You ain't gonna stop any shows with that flipping garbage mythic. I'm not sure where to start on this. I guess we could start with this conversation. What do you think, Rudy? Guild or Allegiance? Spawn of Mayhem. Wow, really? 2 mythics in the first couple packs? No, that Spawn is only, what was he, like $4 or $5 now? It used to be quite a bit. But again, everything's leveled out, as every Magic set does. Well, I guess we'll start there. So, Rudy, let's talk about the difference between guilds and allegiance. As of right now, to me, based on the sales numbers and the expected value is about equal, but based on the tone and what I've noticed in the last kind of 6 months, guilds feels like the slightly preferred set over allegiance. Not really by much, but if I had to pick between the two, that seems to be the kind of where the slight stronger momentum is going. But Allegiance is a little bit newer. And, you know, now we've got War, then 2020, and Horizons, and all these other things. You don't really hear much about it. So, as far as Allegiance goes, I don't know. It's a tough one. Because, I mean, you have some good valued mythics. But, I mean, you know the set, the rare, you know what it's about, right? Shocklands and what? Smothering. Come on, we talked about this. You know what's up, and there's our first one. There's our breeding pool and the foil. Oh, I forgot about how cool that spiral growth card is. Our first foil. I thought it was a full rare at first, but it's about the Smothering TIThe, and it's about the Shocklands. Not fetch like wow, really? Octopus, 3rd mythic. Holy smokes! So the Smothering, and of course Shocklands is pretty much what this. Pretty much where the hype is in this particular set. Theater of Horrors. Always a little freaky, but not going to help you out. Besides that, print run seems to be normal. Doesn't seem to be a lot of volatility. Cards in this set seem very stable now. Mass manipulation. Not really a lot of growth. Not a lot of tanking. Everything seems very calm. It was funny because, as most of you don't remember the attention spans, because, you know, we all, you know, Wizards forces us all to the next set every next week. Is just, oh crap, really? Every 7 days, it's everybody look here. Wizards forces us all to always look at the new set. Electro Dominance, that was always a cool little card. Just so everybody knows, you know, Ravnica was the same thing. When guilds came out and Allegiance came out, it was the same thing. Like, you know, allocation period, didn't carry it at the beginning, we had to wait, and there's the Utopian Speaker, Merfolk. You know, I don't really have a lot of negativity or positivity to say about these Ravnica sets. Overall, they're good sets. I think they're actually probably going to age a little bit better than probably Guilds of Ravnica. Not Guilds of Ravnica, good lord. Return to Ravnica and the Gate Crash, the previous Shockwave era. I think it'll probably age about the same. I don't really see much. Bedevil, that was a very hot card. It's stabilized a little bit lower, still $3, $4 though. I don't really see a lot of, you know, stunted growth long term like the Gate Crash Return to Ravnica. I think these Ravnica sets will follow a similar path. I actually think it'll be a little bit better because the Gate Crash Return to Ravnica was such a test run. It was like a let's overprint and really see how it goes. That was the first time they really pushed the market and tested it. They're not doing that anymore because they realize it doesn't really age well for anybody. So just that's kind of my opinion. So overall, for everybody who always asks me those generic questions, Rudy, what do you think? Are these things going to be worth some money in the future? Yeah, of course they will. They'll appreciate in value. Just like, boy, card stock is really nice though. No curled cards, no real misprints. Very, very consistent. At least all the boxes I've opened. I do think it'll actually age pretty good. I really do. I think we'll have some nice steady gains. I don't think it's going to be as quick of a good return like Dominaria did, but overall, I mean, I understand. Like my patron Andrew here says he wanted to open it and see the cards. Although he's getting a lot of basic, $1 to $2 rares right now. I mean, we did get 3 mythics. But yeah, Andrew's only got like 1 flipping shockland, which is a little brutal. And he doesn't have the Smothering TIThe. So, anyways, I mean, I get it. I really do. I see why these are going to become a very... Like, in a year from now, when these go out of print, I can definitely see them aging well as time goes on. There's no reason for them not to. Beautiful, Sarah! There she is. Look at that. Mythic number 4. Not bad. Not bad at all. But again, we need shocklands and some Smothering TIThes is what we actually really need, folks. So, that's all I got there. Absolution. I do think, though, as time goes on, you'll see some strange price movements. And again, as every standard set does, once it kind of exits the standard environment, you'll see that vacuum where all the value sucks out of the single market and starts flowing elsewhere. So, I do expect that. I don't think a lot of these prices will stay very high and they'll hold. Now, the shocklands will usually hold. The lowest I ever really seen shocklands drop was like $5, $6. And even then, they usually... Oh! There it is, folks. Hydroid, Crisis, Creature, Jellyfish, Hydra, Beast, Rudy. It's been a while, folks. And a full... Wow. Okay. Okay. 5 mythic box. Decent full rare. And we got the Hydroid, Jellyfish, Rudy, Crisis. The only thing we need now is some flipping shocklands, and we're home free. Not a bad box. Whenever you get the Jellyfish Hydra craziness, I mean, isn't that thing still $20, $30? I mean, that's considering the box is only $79. I mean, that seems pretty... Oh, God, I always think that's full shockland. But to lose my mind. I mean, when you get... Remember that. On these standard boxes for $80, when you get a $20, $30 card, it's a really big deal. When Lily's looking good, it's a really big deal. I mean, you're not trying to hit all the way to like $200 for like Modern Horizons. These are cheap boxes, man. When you get expensive cards, percentage-wise, that's like pulling a $100 card in Modern Horizons. So, I don't know if people fully realize that. Nice little dollar absorb. Well, 2 packs left. Holy crap. Please give us some more shocklands in the close. Oh my god, that's brutal. And, Deputy of Detention. And a giant flippin' frog lizard. Holy crap. Is it going to be a 1 shock? I was just complimenting how good the box is. If this is a... Okay. 2 shockland box. Still kind of weak, but... Another foil rare! Okay. Weak on the shocklands. Epic 5 mythic. Double foil rare. Not bad, but... Weak on the shocklands and no Smothering TIThe. Not bad, though, Andrew. Not bad. I'd rate that box 7 out of 10. If we had more shocklands, it would have been a 9 out of 10. If we had the Smothering TIThe with it, everybody wins then, and it's a 10 out of 10. But not bad. Not a disaster box, but you know what? Not bad, honestly. It's not really something we can all complain about. That was stable. That was decent. All right, let's go right to box 2 here. And but that's my biggest conversation with everybody when you talk about these Ravnica sets. Because when these things came out, people were nuts. I mean, like I said, I waited a long time. We waited our 60 days to start buying boxes cheap. And, yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Everybody was impatient. I remember people buying the Ravnica boxes for like $110 on eBay before the market stabilized. And I remember local stores selling them for like $130, $140 at launch when there weren't enough to go around. And now, things stabilize. Everybody moves on, Ascendancy. And guess what? The cycle of the magic life continues, everybody. It absorbs the Timmy money who overpay because they're emotional. And then the long-term people, they always make out. Remember that. No emotion. Stay calm and focused, everybody. All right, Hallowed Fountain. Nice start here. We got 1 Shockety land starting off. Not bad at all. God, that other box was really good. But golly, what's with the no Smothering TIThe and no shocks? That was brutal, though. But man, the mythics and the double rare. Man, it was epic. It's very difficult to hit all those categories in a booster box. That's the thing. You can get a couple good things, make some money, but it's so hard to really hit that home run box because you got to get all the different categories in one swoop. And the swoop is tough to control, folks. Otherwise, you end up with this big old beast. So, just saying. But we may do it. Again, until the box is over and every pack has been cracked, we don't know. Until every pack has been cracked. PC, pack crack. And where we go again? Really? Start off with the same thing again. Rakdos, Showstopper, and Deface, foil common. It's kind of really out of everything to start with. We start with the same flipping thing. Come on, that's a little annoying. Alright, whatever. And Rampage of the Clans. So, I don't think Ravnica Allegiance is going to have a lot of surprise at this point. I think everyone's pretty solved the standard environment. Ooh, and everyone's pretty familiar with the cards. I don't think there's a lot of hidden opportunity right now on the single cards. I think the next wave of opportunity for these Ravnica sets will be when they cycle out of print next year. And then anyone who's pretty much sitting on sealed boxes, as I always say, and in 3 years from now, you'll probably be pretty happy. Most people won't do it. Because Scumbag Rudy's telling you to, which means it's wrong. Incubation Druid. That used to be a pretty nice one. I don't know if that's still worth something. Overall, Andrew, box 2, a little weaker. Not as good as box 1, but it's not a dumpster fire. That's good. And there's our Dovin. Is Dovin even worth much anymore? I feel like all the Planeswalkers, nobody is like, I feel like everybody is less excited about Planeswalkers because they're not special anymore. Electro Dominance, that used to be a good one. That's how I feel about it. I feel like everybody is just War of the Spark and doing 36 Planeswalkers. Finally, there we go. Shockland number 2. I genuinely think War of the Spark really messed up people's perception for Planeswalkers. I completely stand by that. And there's the Maudie Reveler. So what do you guys think? 2 fetch lands. God, I wish they were fetch lands. 2 shock lands in box 2. So we're already where we were before. I hate these split cards. Split cards are terrible. Wish split cards just... I don't know why they keep bringing split cards back. Nobody likes split cards. Fuse cards, whatever wording you want to use. You gotta pay it's just... I wish they would stop. There's never been a major split card success. And Deputy of $2 again. Okay. Well, box 2, yeah, definitely a lot weaker. Box 1 with the double rare Hydroid Jellyfish dude. Yeah, mass manipulation and just the infiltrator walking through those bars. Yeah, this is box 2 is looking like a 4 to 5 out of 10. Box 1 was substantially better, but golly, we're getting all the split cards. Oh, Font of Agonies are full rare. Beautiful art, painful on the wallet, everybody. Oh well. Well, at least box 1 we did get double full rare to help compensate that. And oh, no way! And a foil... Wow. Double tap. The Hydroid Krasis Rudy Jellyfish Myth. Oh, my God. What are the odds of that, man? Oh, dude. I'm not even... I'm just grabbing commons now. Wow. Dude, it's been a long time since I've done a 2-box opening and hit the double... and hit the best mythic back-to-back, man. Wow, that's epic. Hey! We got the Smothering TIThe, everybody. What is that? How about that? Smothering TIThe. We finally... You get to go at the top. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. You know, 2 Shocklands, Smothering TIThes, and a double. We got a double tap on the flipping jellyfish. You know, oh my God. Look at it's a foil rare again. It's a double. We got 2 foil rares in each box. This was a split card foil rare, so my brain just completely ignored it. I almost just threw it aside like it was nothing. Wow. Okay. 4 foil rares, 2 boxes. And there's the old titty taken. Not as good as smothering. At the end of the day, you always want to be smothered. Alright, not bad, not bad. And precognitive perception. Well, I think it's going to be about it for this box. We only got a couple packs left. I don't know if we're going to get any more mythics. And Kaya's Dollar Wrath and Imp that bites your hand. And the only thing we can hope for is, can we get some more flipping shocks? I mean, 2 Shocklands a box is really weak. Like, seriously, that needs to be a little captive. Oh, really? Captive audience. Another flipping... Yeah, that sucks. Alright, we got a Guild Mage. Man, that's rough. I completely even forgot about that Mythic. You know why? That Mythic is 100% forgettable. And there we go. Utopian Speaker and just a locket. Just those artifact lockets. You know what those remind me of? Those locket things? What was those? Clue Stones? From Dragon's Maze? I don't know. I think that's what it reminds me of. Benthnic Biomancer. Alright, last 3 packs. At this point, everybody, all we can do is hope for one more Shockland. There's really not much else to get. Well, never mind. Couple dollar Bedevil. I forgot about that. That's really all that's left. Come on. One more Shocky. One more Shocky in the close. Give it to me, baby. Come on. Hey. Okay. You're not a Shocky, but that big old mouth on you, we'll take it. Spawn. Okay, another Mythic. Wow, you got a lot of Mythics. Wow, okay. Wow, I rated this box a 4 to 5. I was wrong. This is about a 7 again. And we ended the other box with a blood crypt in the last pack. I know, no pattern, Rudy, just a coincidence. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Not bad, Andrew. You know what? It went better than I thought. I expected a straight up dumpster fire slapped across my face. Actually worked out pretty good. Thank you for the support, everybody. Andrew, hope you enjoyed yourself in the Thunderdome. As always, thanks everybody for watching today.